Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Into the knockout stages of the Champions League, does the messaging to the players change at this point of the competition?
Yeah, obviously you start the second part of the campaign, and you know what is at stake. We start to play games when you are in or you are out. There is no margin for maneuver, and we're going to face a very difficult contest tomorrow against a really good team.
Can I just run through some fitness questions with you?
Yeah.
So, some of the players. So Martin Odegaard, is he out or available?
Out, he's out, yeah.
And from the weekend, Leandro Trossard and Ricardo Calafiori had to come off early. Are they available?
Yeah, those two are a possibility that they are available, and we will see tomorrow how we use them.
And then I'll do it in the pairs they play. William Saliba and Gabriel.
Yes.
They're both available. And Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi.
Yes.
Perfect. And you have a 100% win record in the Champions League. In other sports, you have to win every game to lift the trophy. Is that something you can challenge this group of players with?
Yeah, the only thing you can take it is game by game and try to tomorrow be better than the opposition and then the right to win. We always talk about that. Obviously, we're playing so many games in different competitions. In the next 3 games, we're going to play in 3 different competitions, completely different opponents. You have to adapt to that. You have to, very early in the match, understand what the game is going to require, adapt to it, and be better than them.
In this competition, Miles Lewis-Skelly started 6 of the 8 games in this competition, but found it a bit harder to start in the Premier League. I think he started 1. What is the reason for that? And because of last season, have you had to manage his expectations a little bit during this campaign?
Yeah, every season is different. He had very good moments in the season. He had other moments when he hasn't played being that much. Obviously, a few days ago in the FA Cup, he was suspended and he could not play. So there are various reasons, sometimes as well. The good form of your teammates. Is a lot of factors that contribute to that, but he's doing well.
James, ESPN.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
2 years ago at this stage, we were talking about this team not having won a knockout game for, I think it was 13 years. Last season, we were talking about them not winning a semi-final for 16 years.
Mm.
Do you think this team's in a different place now, that it sort of belongs at this level? You've kind of established yourself at the business end of this competition.
I believe so. But this is football, and you have to show it tomorrow night. And in order to do that, you have to be so clear what the game is going to demand, and you need to perform on the day. Champions League, it's about the day, and within that day, there are moments, and you have to be better than that opponent.
Do you sense it from the squad, though, that sort of mentally they're sort of better prepared, they kind of feel they belong at this level now?
Well, so they certainly have more experiences in the competition, because when I joined in, they were a big part of the team, never played in this competition. So that's obviously something that is necessary, like in any other competition, and they understand it better. Now we have to perform.
Simon the Sun.
Mikel, just on that, do you feel like they learned a lot from last season's Champions League run and the one before? I remember last year you spoke about PSG and the number of times they'd not made it. Do you feel like the squad have learned a lot from last season they can take into this run now?
Yes, you learn about the things that you did well and the reason why you are there, and the things that you can improve. But then every game and every time will be so specific that it's so difficult to replicate. You can have certain memories, but actually you have to apply your learnings in that moment. And that window is very small, and you have to be very efficient.
We obviously saw the FA Cup draw the other night, which I think in the fan base has sort of stirred up talk of the quadruple again. Is that something you encourage your players to talk about, or do you sort of say, look, don't talk about this?
No, I don't use that phrase, don't talk about it. I don't know why they talk about it when I'm not there, but we all know the difficulty of every competition. Start tomorrow. We are changing from competition to competition every 3 days, and so far we've done so well, and we need to continue to do that.
James, Athletic.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
We just had Kai in here talking about this club where he spent so much of his young life and his career. I just wondered, how much did you see of Kai when he was here at Bayer Leverkusen, and what were your impressions of him as a young player?
Well, not too much, to be fair, because in our league and with the amount of games that we play, we don't have much time to analyze an individual player in a different country. But I did spoke to him. He has spent 10 incredible years here. The way he talks about the club, the people here, the culture, what he's learned, and how part this journey was for him to continue his next chapter in England was capital. And yeah, a lot of learnings, and I'm glad to see how people receiving the moment he's walking around the building, and I'm not surprised.
And obviously he had some minutes at the weekend. How confident and happy are you that he's really approaching this run in his best condition?
Yeah, now it's been 3 weeks that he had total consistency in terms of training, preparation, and game time, and we're going to continue to load that because we know how Kai can impact this team.
Nick from Sky.
Kai spoke as well about how difficult the last year has been with his injuries. I mean, what's it been like to manage him during this period? You know, if you had to pick him up, has it been something you've had to pay a lot of attention to, even while he's been out?
Yeah, it's been something new for him. When you look at his injury record, it's just blank. You know, he never had a muscle injury, and last year he had his hamstring injury that required the surgery, and then the knee injury. So it's been a tough period, but as well a lot of great things happening in his private life as well. And when you talk about 15, 20 years career, you're going to have to go, unfortunately, most likely through these moments. And if there is a person that has the right combination of humbleness, patience, and love for the game, and a competitive edge, that's certainly Kai. And he had difficult moments, but that's why we are here, and all his teammates and family are there. And now he needs to really enjoy all the work that he's put in to see the results at the end of the season.
Isan, Daily Mail.
Hi, Mikel. With the Champions League, we get to see a few minutes of the open training sessions before match day. Obviously, today there was a clip of you slapping Declan Rice's back. And in these training sessions, there's often a lot of giggles, a lot of camaraderie. What's the kind of rationale behind doing all that, those kind of things?
They very gently suggested that we had to go through that because of something that happened a few days ago. A bit of banter, a bit of fun, and they were right to do it.
No, I'm not meaning that specific example. I'm just saying in general, in these sessions, there seems to be a lot of you or Heinz are getting involved, quite a lot of fun. Yeah. What's the impact of doing that?
It's the interaction that we have with the players. We love, as I start working with them, I think that feeling is from both sides because they know, I think, how much we care about them, and the level of demands go very closely with the level of support that they get, and I think the better that connection is, I think the bigger the chance is to achieve what we want.
And in some ways, does that show the camaraderie that is around this team and you guys in this present moment?
Sorry?
Does it show the camaraderie and togetherness of the team?
I don't know. That's a part probably that you guys can see, but there is so much that has going on every single day. Some beautiful moments, some others that are very tough as well. But yeah, the objective that we have is clear. We have a fantastic group of people to do it, and obviously a fantastic group of players.
Okay, we'll do the last few now. Gentleman with the cap at the back there.
Hi. Oh, thank you. Arsenal are flying high, doing very well in the Premier League, and playing brilliant football in the Champions League. The fans are dreaming again. But they've lived through this moment before, where everything looked possible, but somehow slipped away. As the leader of this project, do you sometimes harbor this fear that everything could somehow slip away, or you genuinely feel that this group of players could write a different story for Arsenal Football Club?
I live the present, and I prepare to what I expect and what I feel every single day with optimism, putting everything that I have and trying to transmit and inspire those players to feel the same way. And then this is football. We have to do it. There is so much to do. It's a lot that we have done, but the important part is coming now, and it starts tomorrow.
Okay, and finally the gentleman there at the back.
Patrick Scherer, Kölner Stadtanzeiger. Hi, Mikel. A good friend of yours, Xabi Alonso, had a very successful time here in Leverkusen. So my question is, did you talk to him about what you have to expect here tomorrow?
I didn't want to put him in that position, and I don't think it would have been fair. Obviously, I have spoken a lot, and I admire incredibly what he did for this football club with this group of players, because it was something historic and unique. But no. I haven't had the courage probably to speak to him and put him in that situation, because I know how he's feeling about the club, and as well because I think we have two players as well that they've been with this club recently, with this team, and they give us quite a lot of information.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow night.
Thank you.